Hello friends, this is Squigs and we are back with a very special video today. Today, we have reached 1,000 subscribers. That's right, our tiny little gaming channel has grown from a little seedling into a full-grown 1,000 subscriber tree. Towering oak. And to some of you, that might not seem like a lot. I mean, if you compare it to the 100,000 subscribers, the million subscribers, hell, 100 million subscribers is apparently a thing now. If you compare it to that, it doesn't seem like a lot. But to me, 1,000 subscribers is a literal unbelievable amount. And I'm not being hyperbolic at all when I say that. If you had told me if you told me about 3 years ago, before I started YouTube, that I would ever have 1,000 people interested in something that I created, well, I would probably say thank you so much for lying to me and trying to make me feel better about my crappy music. Because it would be a complete fantasy at that point. There's just before YouTube, there was just no concept of that in my life. And I never expected this channel to get so big, but here we are. The full-blown oak, 1,000 subscriber oak tree. That's a terrible metaphor, but I'm sticking with it because we're already in this, we're sticking with it. When I started out this channel, I thought I'd find a few subscribers here and there over the years maybe, but I don't promote my videos, I don't push them out there, I just kind of did it to do it. Like my roommates were on vacation, I had the house to myself, I was watching a lot of stuff, I came up with this idea for the Squiggly 7, which is the worst named series out of anything I've ever created, because it's supposed to be a 7-minute look at NES games. I'm pretty sure episode 4 was 55 minutes long, so you can see how well I don't think any of those episodes are 7 minutes or under, I really don't. That was the idea. Quick look, here's an NES game, here's another one. So I started doing that, started making it, and all of a sudden, I just fell in love with making videos. But when it really took off, is when I received my first comment. That first time I received a comment on YouTube, I can't even tell you how excited it got me. I was at work. I remember it happening distinctly. I was at work, sitting in my chair, and I look at my YouTube notifications or whatever it is at that time, and boom, up pops a comment, and it was from a random person for the first time. I had a few comments before that from people that I had linked to videos, specifically, but this was from a random person who found my video, and it just said something like, "Nice vid, man." Something like that. Something really simple. It's been deleted since then, which is really unfortunate because I wanted to show it off in this video, but it doesn't appear to be on my comment list anymore. Just said, "Nice vid, man." I lost my squash. I jumped out of my seat. My heart was racing. I'm running around. I ran outside down 3 flights of stairs to walk around and cool off. It took me like 15 minutes to cool off because it was just so exciting to me that I was able to create something that someone random in the world enjoyed. And that kind of seems silly now because I know I can make a video and people will hopefully enjoy it. At least some people will. But at the time, there was nothing like that in my life, really. It was completely foreign to me. I've always been a creative person, but I've never been, one to share it very often. I write songs all the time, but I never really show anyone. I'll show them to a couple people that also write music, but I don't, release CDs or anything like that. I also create games. Those don't usually end up getting shown to anyone either, but that's because I have a problem with scope, and I try to make, World of Warcraft as an amateur programmer, and then it just doesn't work. Always start small, folks, and then expand out later. It's a little bit of side advice from Squigs. If you want to do something, pick the base product and get that done, and then build outward from there. Don't build the whole scope immediately. That's not what this video is about. I'm sorry. This is about you. Honestly, it's all about you, the subscriber. And that's what I really want to take a minute to thank everyone for all the positive support that I've gotten in this channel throughout the years. I cannot tell you what a rewarding experience YouTube has been. Not only are there so many people out there that leave just so many nice things that it just makes me feel great. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit self-indulgent, but it does really make me feel good to know that I can create something that other people enjoy. That's been great for me. Not to mention that I've gotten to meet so many cool people through YouTube that I never would have met anywhere else. That's my favorite part, by the way. It always has been. Right from the beginning, my favorite part about YouTube is that I get to meet so many cool people, all from around the world, all with their own lives, doing their own thing, their own unique perspective we never would have met otherwise, and we come together over our little shared hobby. Maybe it's ROM hacks, retro video games, glitches, whatever it is, me and you share some sort of interest, and we're able to bond over it via the magic of the internet, and we're able to meet each other, and I think it helps me to grow as a person. Not to mention that I just appreciate the friendships that I've made through YouTube. It's very, very rewarding experience, and I just never expected it when I started. Like when I started just making a couple videos in my hut room with crappy audio and like a fan blowing on me, like half whispering and really insecure, like I never thought it would grow into something this big. And I just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone, because you really have made an incredibly positive influence on my life. It's not even just YouTube. This is extended beyond YouTube to make me just a more confident and happy person. I just feel like I feel good in my ability to create now, and I can share that with others, and that is very rewarding. I feel just very reinforced by everyone's positive comments and everything like that, and it's hard to overcome. Like when you talk about like posting on YouTube, what are people's first reactions going to be? Oh, that community is going to fucking rip you apart and tell you what a trashy loser you are. That has not happened to me one time, for the record. I don't know how we got so lucky to have such a positive and awesome community here, but not a single one of you is that classic douchebag that you hear about when you're getting into something like this, where that makes you nervous to post a video online that people are going to rip you apart. But it just has not been like that at all. And I feel like I've gotten lucky in that regard. And that is another thing I want to shout out, is the incredibly positive community that is cultivated around our little squiggy tree, our little squiggy oak tree of 1,000 subscribers. I fucking hate that. I would go, oh man, if we weren't 6 minutes in, I would go back and do it, but redo it. But it's too late for that now. But yeah, so we've had such a great little community sprout out around here, and I don't know, I'm just really thankful for that. So thank you to everyone for stopping by, for supporting the videos, for watching, and for just talking to me. I know a lot of you are lurkers too. I thank you as well. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. But the next part of the video, I actually want to take a moment to thank all the people that I've gotten to meet throughout the years on YouTube and give you a little shout out. So this one right here, this one's for the lurkers. You guys rock too. If you have something to say, please let me know down in the comments. I love to talk to people. You can talk to me about anything. You have something that you want, you just tell me about your day, you have a hobby, you like something in the video we can talk about maybe. Anything you got out there, I'd love to chat. But if not, I understand too. Sometimes you gotta be, some people aren't talkative like that. That's not what it's about for everyone. But yeah, just a little shout out to the lurkers now, because we're gonna go through, and I really want to do like a little personalized thank you for all of the people that I've met over the years. Now, I started this, and that is a monumental task. I have been left so many comments that I literally can't load them on a page. My computer crashes when I try to put them all on one page. So like trying to figure out who everyone is and like make a list of everyone was a nightmare. It took a long time. Of course I remember most of you, but like to list all out in order was kind of hard. So I'm going to apologize right up front if I missed anyone. I am so sorry. I did make sure that I only included people that have posted 5 comments or more. And that was only because it was too many people otherwise. Like the list is already like 70 long with that stipulation in mind. And a lot of the people that posted once, twice, or 3 times, and you got to understand that I'm also counting the amount of times I replied to you, because in the Google Plus days it had your name. I'm just doing a search for your name on my list of giant comments that crashes. So like 5 comments is really more like 2 or 3, and then my replies and stuff like that. So like a lot of the people that are under that number just stop by once to like comment on a glitch video or some of the more popular ones like the Lunar Magic ones, and I didn't really get to know them too well. So I wanted to cut out those people just to be, not that I don't appreciate you, just because like I had to set the bar somewhere, and I don't really know you that well, to be completely honest. If you want to post some more, I'd love to talk to you, like I said, but like one conversation I figured that's a good limit. So I hope I don't miss anyone. I hope I don't hurt anyone's feelings by leaving them out, but just know that I appreciate all of you, and we'll try to do this then. So before we go into anything, we have to start off with someone whose comments have since been deleted from my channel, but a very special shout out, and that is Beautiful OB. Now, Beautiful OB, he subscribed to this channel. He was my 8th subscriber back in the day. So he was subscriber number 8. I was number 30 on his channel, right? So we both started out kind of together. At one point, when I had these 8 subscribers, I was getting no feedback on any of my videos, not a comment, not even a thumbs up, maybe a couple views, like 2 or 3 views. And the videos were taking me quite a long time to make at the start, because not only did they take like a half hour to record, it would take me like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to edit them, because I had no fucking idea what I was doing. I'm trying to use Windows Movie Maker and trying to use like free audio editing programs that I didn't understand how to use, and like it just took me forever to get anything manageable out of it. it. So I'm spending like 3 hours. I'm trying to release every day because I was just starting out and I was excited. I was getting no feedback until Beautiful OB came along, and he left me so many nice comments in the early days. At one point, I really was making videos just for Beautiful OB, kind of. It sounds a little weird when you say it like that, but like when I was making them, and 2 hours into editing, I'm like, well, it'll be nice. I know that he'll watch it, and he'll leave me a comment. So that was incredibly motivating at the start, and I really appreciate it, because that dude is a hustler himself. Like, Beautiful OB don't stop. He posts 2 fucking videos a day. He's shot to YouTube superstardom at this point because he really does hustle, and he makes great content. He's a funny guy, and he's got like a great imagination and personality, and he really put everything into YouTube. But he still took his time, even back in those days, to watch my videos and leave me encouraging support, and that I can't thank him enough for. I really can't. I might not still be on YouTube if not for him. I like to think that I would be either way, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like, those early days were a little bit tough. It was just a lot of hours for, like, not too much reward almost, so it was kind of hard to stay motivated. But anyways, we gotta move on. We'll jump into the regular comments here. I really can't be spending, like, 3 minutes on everyone. I don't think... Wait, what... Yeah, if I spend 3 minutes talking about everyone, that makes this video like 4 hours long with the 70 people, so we're gonna have to move it along a little quicker than that. So let's jump into the regular comments. Our first comment here is from Wade Gustafsson of Gustafsson Motors, which was not his name when he originally left a comment here. This is another kind of special exception, because this is the first actual comment I received on YouTube. This is not someone that stuck around, or someone that I know, or even someone that posted on my channel when I actually had YouTube content. This was like something I uploaded for someone to help me find a song, basically. I was humming a song. It turns out it was Stalker in Castlevania. And I uploaded it, and I asked if anyone could identify it. And this person, Wade Gustafsson, who has later gone on to start Gustafsson Motors. Good job, man. I'm glad that you got your mechanic shop off the ground. My dad's a mechanic. That's cool. He owns his own shop, too. But yeah, he asked me if he could use the acapella track, and I gave him full permission. So I wonder if he's ever done anything with it. All right, so next, this is a little bit of a surprise to me. Now, Pimpukes. Pimpukes is one of my earliest subscribers. I did not know that he was like one of my first, thinking back though. Like Pimpukes, you must have subscribed when I only had like barely double-digit subscribers. You're before 30. I know that for a fact, that you were before my 30th subscriber. I want to say that you were in like the 20s. I knew you've been hanging around for a while, but I forgot that you had commented on this is my first ever Squiggy 7 video here, where I asked people to give me feedback. You can see he's like giving me a little review of my video, and he recommended me Solstice. Well, he identified Solstice to me, which I later went on to go buy. It's got a great fucking soundtrack, and it's a cool game, but it is hard, like he said. So yeah, thanks, Pimpukes. You have been around for a long time, and Pimpukes is still very active. He's in every one of my live streams. He's always popping into random videos and stuff. So it's crazy. It's been 3 years already. So shout out to Pimpukes, an OG if there ever was one. Next, we have Bruno Visnati. Now, Bruno Visnati is not what I would consider like an active commenter, but he does leave me comments from time to time, mostly in the old days, and mostly about Super Mario World glitches, because that is his specialty. He actually does, you can probably tell by his icon that he's into the Super Mario World glitches, and what he left me as a comment. But he would pop into my early glitch videos and tell me basically what I was doing wrong, in a nice way though. He would correct me on like the technical stuff that I got wrong, and then I put up annotations on the screen, and then the annotations would disappear in 3 years because YouTube fucking deletes stuff that people do because they're assholes. I don't know why they would do that, or at least like not leave us the option to keep them on. Shout out to some guy 712X, that poor guy, and his whole channel full of annotations. But yeah, thank you, Bruno, for all your helpful advice over the years. Next, we have Chang Jia Yang, and this is also known as Crested Peak 9. I believe he has 2 accounts that he posts on my channel with. This is one of the first hacks that I ever got, one of the first hacks I ever got dropped on the channel to play. It's not the first, though. The order is a little bit off. Well, I'll explain a little bit more, but he's I consider him one of the first people to ever submit me a hack. He's actually the third, which is strange. One of the people from before him has probably had their account deleted, and that's why they're not in order. But the second one, I believe, gave me the hack in a different person's comment section. So not in my own. That's why they're not appearing first here. But Chang Jia Yang gave me odd Kaizo mix to play, which was my first attempt at playing a Kaizo hack, and Jesus Christ, was it fucking hard. It was a hard one for me to start out on, because I was just not used to doing Kaizo at that point, and that was the first time I actually had to use save states on the channel. That's when we made up the rule that if it's Kaizo enough that I can't beat it, I'll use save states so I can at least show it. So that's the only, it's one of maybe like 3 or 4 hacks I've had to use save states on, and it was the 3rd hack I played. But yeah, Crystal Peak 9 is still posting on the channel, still updating. You've since lost your hack, which I find sad due to like losing computer hard drives and stuff. So progress has been knocked back a bit, but I am expecting to see odd Kaizo mix come out some random day in the future. Who knows? One of these days we're gonna play it again. It'll be from a blast from the past. Next we have Parmesan. Holy shit, man, this channel seems awesome so far. Keep up the good. Oh, thanks, Parmesan. That's really nice of you. Parmesan is another OG supporter that has been through the thick and thin with us. I used to watch his videos. He makes some great Mega Man videos. He likes to make Mega Man levels, things like that. But my favorite video he made that I remember, this is the first time I remember really like getting into a conversation with him and starting like the talking, was he made a video called like "Let's Make a Bologna Sandwich." And it was like a let's play of him making a bologna sandwich in his house with his roommate, and I just thought it was super funny. And then I started talking to him more, and yeah, Parmesan is still here. We still never collabed, did we, man? We had this great idea to like pass a hack back and forth and stuff like that, and it just didn't end up happening because I suck at timing stuff. I hope we both dropped the ball on that. It wasn't just me. It might have been just me. I'm so bad with that stuff. But anyways, yeah, Parmesan, another OG if there ever was one. But okay, I gotta keep moving. Oh, Joao Piva. Okay, so Joao is gonna be making fun of me right now because I can't say his name, and he won't tell me how to say it, and I just keep saying Joao. I keep guessing, and I've never guessed right. So Joao is another Joao, or the Fox, as you might know him from the early days here, is another complete OG supporter that has been through the thick and thin. I've probably gotten to know him better than most people on the channel, just because we've talked so much. Back in the early days, he would comment on every single one of my videos. We'd talk in Discord and stuff like that. We talked in Google Hangouts, I think? Is that a thing? Yeah, Google Hangouts and stuff about videos and hacking and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just been, he's one of the people that I've gotten to know the best out of everyone on the channel, which I feel very lucky for, because he's a good guy. And yeah, I don't want to go into too much about it because we got into a lot of personal stuff, honestly. I'm not going to put you on blast on this video, but I'll just say that I know a lot about you. I'm glad you're doing well, man, and it's so good to see you every time that you pop in every once in a while. It's cool. It warms my little heart. Next, we have Rosie Maple, and this is another person that has posted hundreds of times throughout the year and still is active, maybe? Up to about maybe 6 months or a year ago. I haven't seen you in a while, but I wouldn't be surprised if you pop back in again. Because Rosie likes to pop in on, I find mostly the SNES, no, not SNES, the Squiggly 7 videos, talking about all the old video games that they used to play when they were younger, and telling me about all the movies that I haven't seen that I need to go see. I still haven't watched Predator. It was recommended to me by Rosie Maple so long ago. And I just never ended up watching it, but I have it on my list. It's still on my list of movies to watch. It just hasn't come up yet. All right, and next we have Mr. Jordan FWC, someone I have not talked to in 3 years, but that did post a lot back in the day, only on one specific set of videos, the Cali's Trials videos. Now, he is the developer for Cali's Trials, and was kind enough to give me a promotional game right where my YouTube was new. I had like 50 subscribers. He's like, you want to play this game? I forget where, I think I saw him on just a post online somewhere. I was like, you know what? I do want to play that game. The game looks awesome. It's kind of like just a platforming adventure game where you grab a bunch of different weapons. So like it's right up my alley. So I decided to go for it, and he sent me the key, even though my channel sucked and had no people on it. And I played through it. The series did awful. It's my worst performing series to date because I had no people on the channel. I had no subscribers anyways, and my subscribers didn't want that kind of content because they were here for the ROM hacks and stuff like that. It was completely like out of left field, and I learned that the channel's better when I stick to a theme, because I make videos that everyone likes. I had a lot of fun making those videos, and I had a lot of fun playing that game, and I actually want to go back and buy the sequels and just play them casually. It's just kind of like an indie platformer where you upgrade guns, but I learned that it's best if if I limit the regular LPs on this channel and then stick to the stuff that, honestly, the stuff I like the most anyways, which is the ROM hacks and stuff like that. So I stick mostly to that and play stuff like that on my own time. So shout out to Jordan, or Mr. Jordan FWC. Thanks for that key those 3 years ago. Thanks for believing in me when I was nothing. All right, so next on the list we have JBA03. He is Swedish, so this is hilarious. He first tuned in to the Learn Swedish hack sent by someone who we haven't gotten to yet, only because their account has been deleted, but they'll appear later in the video. Akumi2, who sent in the Learn Swedish hack. Yeah, and he was another one that I got to know really well during the early years. Him and LaFox, or Joao, are the two people I used to talk to in Google Hangouts all the time. And JBA and I have a lot in common because he loves to program, just like me. He's actually sent me some really cool Unity things that he's made back in the past that actually got me into using Unity myself. Once I saw how easily he whipped together, I shouldn't say easily, but how quickly he whipped together this like 3D landscape, this mountain with all these trees on it that you could climb around, I started using it myself, and I actually made a little game in it that has one level and will remain unfinished like all my other projects. Scope, isn't that something we talked about earlier? Scope is a big problem, folks. Yeah, so JBA has been another amazing supporter of the channel from the very beginning. He comments a lot on the glitch videos and stuff like that, which I really need to start making some more of. And yeah, I don't see him as much as I used to anymore, but you hold a little place in my heart, JBA. That's the truth. Next we have Joe Schmo, cool stuff. He's actually a pretty big Don't Starve YouTuber, which is kind of strange to see on my channel, because I love Don't Starve. I've actually watched his videos before, and he was just commenting on my channel as if I'm worthy. It's just really weird to me, because he's like one of the leading Don't Starve YouTubers. I would put him up in the top of the list there. He does really cool like challenge runs and stuff like that. But yeah, he'll poke in for a couple videos here and there. He recommended me the infamous Bebe's Kids for my SNES First Level Quest series. That was by far the worst game I have ever played on the SNES, by the way. I thought it was bad when I first started playing it, but like it seeps into you like a poison. It's like a slow-acting poison, and you don't realize how freaking bad it is until you're like halfway into it, and it just kind of like, it just sits in your stomach, doesn't move. So yeah, Joe Schmo, cool stuff. Thank you for this early encouragement. 3 years ago, wow, man. A lot of these, like, I knew that all these people have been here for a while, but like when you put it in the 3 years context, it just seems like so much longer. It's crazy. Next, we have Sherikan510. Sherikan used to comment on a lot of my early, like, my ROM hack videos, I think. Mostly just the ROM hack videos. And then one day just disappeared about 3 years ago. So I don't really know where you are out in the world, Sherikan. I hope you're living life and loving it wherever you went off to. But yeah, this is someone I haven't talked to in probably 3 full years now. Next, we have Nick, or as I will always know him, Atari Ocean Spray, which was his parody account name for Nintendo Capri Sun, I believe it is like, so he was like Atari Ocean Spray, a little Atari and an Ocean Spray next to it. Wow, we never did collaborate, huh? I kind of forgot that you wanted me to collaborate at the beginning. We talked about it a little bit towards the beginning, but mostly we just ended up talking about a bunch of old video games over the years. You would post on all my Squiggly 7 videos and stuff like that, and tell me which ones I should extend into. I still haven't made that Ghost Lion LP. One day, though. One day, Nick, just for you. That Ghost Lion LP. Yeah, and I still talk to Nick from time to time. Not like as much as we used to, but yeah, we still chat. He invited me down. Well, I was gonna say comment, but it kind of gives away where you live, so I'm not gonna actually say that because I don't want to put you on blast here. Some people are private about that information; they only give it away to certain people. I had a little story to tell, but yeah, I don't want to. This is kind of a weird video to do because I'm not sure about how much I should say and how much was said because we're friends and personal. You know what I mean? Like I want to give a little personal story if I can, but like I don't want to put anyone's business on blast. So I'm just going to say, shout out to you, Nick. Your sense of humor cracks me up, and hopefully I get to talk to you again soon. Next is the Pat545. Now, the Pat545, his videos are a complete fucking trip on his channel. That's all. I would watch his videos at like 2 in the morning. That's what I remember doing. Like, I would just wait till it was like 3 in the morning, and YouTube's like, okay, it's 3 a.m. You probably want to see some stuff by the Pat545. So I'd go watch his trippy-ass fucking videos about like they're just like stitched together. I can't explain them. I can't really explain them. But yeah, you used to comment on a bunch of my early ROM hacks as well. I don't really talk to you as much anymore, but I'm sure you're still out there. It's not that you've completely disappeared from the channel or anything either. I have definitely talked to you recently, just not as much as the early days. But in the early days, I used to post tons of videos. I'd be all over the place. So a lot of the people have we chat a lot less now that I can't post as much now too. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, the Pat 545, an early supporter, as you can see by the 3-year mark, and also makes some trippy ass shit himself. Next is Super Pancake Bros, another YouTuber kind of like Sherikhan510 that we talked a lot in the early days, but really haven't talked in probably 2-3 full years now. It was a lot of I really thought you were on your way to making your own ROM hack and I'd get to see it one day, but I guess that probably just never happened. That happens with a lot of people. It happens with me. So ROM hack's a big challenge. It's not like a Mega Man Maker level where you make one and you're done. You have to make a bunch of levels and string them together and build an overworld and then add all the music and then do everything you want to do. So it's a lot of times they get lost in the shuffle and never finished. And I think that's what happened to Super Pancake Bros. That's a shame. Because we did talk a lot about ROM hacking and glitching and cool stuff like that early in the days, but then just disappeared off into the ether. But just like Sherikhan510, I wish you well wherever you are in life, friend. Thank you for the early support, and hopefully I get to see you again one day. Next we have H. Carell, the Loud House for the win. TTG sucks. H. Carroll is another person from SMW Central, or maybe one of the first people from SMW that's a real, I would call him almost a big SMW Central member. I don't know if you'd call big because they've made about 15 hacks and they post comments on everyone's videos, I'd say. A lot of people would know who H. Carell is if they use SMW Central, I think. And he sent me a ton of hacks in the early days, and he said, do my hacks, and so I did. Honestly, I think there might be one that I never got to do that got lost in the shuffle. What the fuck? Did my power just go out? Did my power literally just go out? No, my lights died. Well, they were humming anyways. I was supposed to keep them off, but they just all fucking shut off. It's weird. I'm trying to record this someplace a little bit different than I normally do in this fluorescent? What the fuck? How do you say that? Fluorescent lights? Why? Oh my god. I was listening to a YouTuber, a Swedish YouTuber actually, Iskeld85, and he couldn't say fluorescent either. And now I think I've caught his Swedish pronunciation somehow through the internet. But yeah, they just went out. Anyways, I'm getting off track. I really can't get too sidetracked here. Like I said, I gotta stay focused, laser focused. So H. Carell sent me a bunch of hacks early in the day, which I love, by the way. I'm very appreciative of anyone that sends me a hack. Oh man, I should have mentioned some of the other people that I should. Quick shout out back to Joao Piva too for sending me 3 hacks that he made just for me back in the day. Sorry to do this during your time, H. Carell, but I really forgot to mention that because he made 3 hacks just for me to play. He sent it to other people, but they were made just to see me play on the channel, and I really appreciate stuff like that. H. Carell also in the early days where I was struggling to find stuff to, my list wasn't so explosively long that it never ends. In the early days, so he sent me a bunch of hacks to play. They were fun and weird, and I still remember them fondly. So H. Carell, hopefully you're doing well out there. Every time I see you, your username changes to something else, which is strange, but that's just part of the H. Carell lore. Next, we have Mandu5. Hey, you play ROM hacks. That's really cool. Oh, that sums him up right there. He's just a really positive and nice person. I really like Mandu5. I do. He's just always he's always in a good mood and positive and go get him. That kind of he never actually told me to go get him, but that kind of feeling is what I get from him. And he sent me a ROM hack to play as well. Fishing season. What was it called? The something fishing season. Or maybe the second one, the sequel is the one that has the little title on it. Anyways, Fishing Season was an awesome hack. I accidentally called him Man Drew throughout the entire thing, and he was so nice he didn't even correct me in the comments. I said it 7 times because I'm such an asshole that I can't even read someone's name. And you got a cute little mouse picture. So, so the whole package is pretty damn good. So, yeah, Mandu is has done a few cool little programming projects himself. His ROM hack's actually very impressive if you want to check it out. It's got a lot of custom ASM in it. He wrote the soundtrack for it, which I didn't realize at the time. And he's worked on a bunch of other stuff too that I hope to get to someday when I'm a little less busy. Like he's put like music and graphics into other games that aren't like ROM hacks and stuff that I want to try out. I think one of them's got his name in it or something like that. I can't really remember. I have him written down somewhere. But yeah, lots of cool stuff from him. Just a cool, nice person. And I thank you for your support, Mandu. Next, we have Russian Man SMW Central. Why you playing on ZSNES? Well, I'll tell you why I'm playing on ZSNES for a few reasons. I'm not going to just read the quotes out loud. Russian Man is another really early supporter to the ROM hack section. He's also another big SMW Central person. He's actually a moderator now of the ASM section, I believe. But another person that supported my ROM hack series from the very beginning. Well, it looks like this is 2 years ago, so not the very, very beginning, but a huge supporter. Tons of comments. We've talked a bunch about stuff. We've chatted in his Discord, things like that. Another person that I just really like their sense of humor that always cracks me up, Russian Man, definitely. Some of his comments are so freaking funny in like such a low-key way. And he's also sent me one of my favorite ROM hacks that I've ever played, which was Super Russian World. Super Russian World was amazing. It reminded me, I believe you said you were inspired by VIP when you made it, and it reminded me a lot about what I like about VIP, and a lot of what I try to do in my own hacks when I make things, which is really interesting mechanics. He's got a great mind for mechanics when it comes to level design and using them in unconventional ways. And I still, like, when I show people this channel for the first time, I typically direct them to Super Russian World. That's my, like, go-to. That's, like, my go-to, like, oh, go check that one out. Because that's, like, one of my favorite series. And it's just, I think it came out, the recordings came out really well, and the hack itself was super interesting. So, yeah, we've talked a lot about different stuff. You've guided me, my little ship through the night, to teach me how to mess around with some inserting custom ASM into my games and stuff like that. I've learned a lot about the programming of ASM through reading your commented ASM downloads from the Central, which is awesome. Like, he puts time into commenting all of them so I can tell what the code is doing where, and it's helped me kind of understand it and alter it a little bit, like, nothing major, like maybe make it so one of his eggs drops a mushroom instead of dropping a trampoline, stuff like that. Like, I'm getting my head kind of wrapped around it. And as you might know, I love programming, so to learn a little bit about assembly is pretty cool, because assembly is kind of like what's underneath all programming languages in a way. It's a little simplified, but yeah, like all programming languages basically tell the computer to do stuff in assembly code in a more abstracted way. Again, not really what this video is about, talking about programming, but it's hard because I just have so many good memories. I'm just in a really good mood today. You know, it's just been a good day. I just feel good. I feel good, so I'm in a rambly, talkative, laughy type of mood, so we might get a little bit off track here and there. But either way, Russian Man, thank you so much for everything. You got a great picture as well of the little Russian mouse and the Russian house. And yeah, you're a great dude. That's all I got to say. Next, we have Lappy Sheep, another early ROM hack submitter/supporter. You'd very commonly leave me these really detailed messages like this, and you can see that they're full of actually a lot of information about how the game works. So I learned a lot about like some of the technical parts of Super Mario World from Lappy Sheep's comments. Certain things that I didn't fully understand but kind of got wrong in the videos, like enough to talk about them, but maybe got like some details wrong, kind of like a Bruno Visnati, as well as you being a pretty accomplished Kaizo hack creator. So much so that I have Kaizo hacks from you from like a long time ago that I literally can't beat. Even with save states. I'm trying to beat these I get stuck every single time that I try to play them. Like, I can't get past certain parts, and I'm sorry that they haven't been uploaded in so long. It's really been a long time since you sent these in. I managed to get one up, barely, but some of your other ones are so freaking hard that I can't beat the whole thing, even while cheating. So, like, if that gives you an idea of, like, the level of Kaizo we're talking about here, there you go. I might have to come up with some sort of strategy for doing these videos a little bit differently, like somewhere where I can grind out attempts off camera, like without being in comment. The problem is I only have so much time to do videos and talk commentary when my house is quiet and like I'm not going to either wake people up or have people in the background talking and mess up all the quality. There's very limited windows for me to do that. And when it comes to Kaizo hacks, if I have to spend like 4 hours beating a level, and even if it boils down to 20 minutes worth of footage, like it's a lot of recording time to take that I don't have. Like I barely have like an hour or two I barely have a couple. I'd say I barely have a couple hours a week at this point. Like, I really try to use it all efficiently. So I might have to come up with a different strategy to play through your hack sometime. Do some of it off camera, some of it post commentary maybe. I'm not super comfortable doing that kind of stuff. But I feel kind of bad having not played them for so long. So we'll have to figure out some sort of strategy to get those up on the channel, because there's Lapse Wraith, Reformcraft, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's like a bunch of them, and I think I only played 3. I think was the one that I played, and I went back to try 1, and it was super freaking hard. But yeah, one of these days we'll get back to those hacks, and hopefully play it. I still don't know what your icon is. I'm gonna say that I've never been able to figure it out. I look at it all the time. I still got nothing. Just look at that. I still got nothing. Is there like a little pink dude hiding under a bush that's blowing up? Or there's a flower on top? Or it's on fire? Who the hell knows? At first, I thought it was like a piranha plant. Like if you squint your eyes a little bit. But, I don't know. I digress. So next we have a Super Mario Wiggler RBX. I believe this name has changed over the years. Or maybe the icon or something. Because I don't really remember that name too much. I do remember some of the posts, not this one, the cool and you're welcome, because it's kind of generic, but I do remember some of the other posts when I was looking it up, and this is one of my rare SMBX fans that came by for that one series of... You could actually see the video in the corner there, the Universe Wars. The only SMBX video I've ever recorded, and I definitely will be recording more someday, because that engine is awesome. It doesn't have as big an audience as Super Mario World ROM hacks, so there's not, like, no one's sending me them in to play. So I feel weird playing them when I have so many, like, hacks to play by actual people that I want to see them played. So they don't get played very often, but one day we're going to go back there. If you have an SMBX hack, please send it in, because I would love to play it again. But it's kind of hard to put time into something. Like, I played that one randomly off the internet because I wanted to start the series, give people something to see, and then leave their own in the comments, but no one really had one to leave in the comments that watched it. Because the fan base, I think, is smaller and probably doesn't completely overlap with SMW hacking. But either way, I'd like to get back to that sometime. Super Mario Wiggler RBX is someone that I haven't honestly talked to in like a couple years, but we used to talk about SMBX together way back in the day, so there's something. I hope you're doing well out in the world too, my friend. Oh, next we have Stivy Boy, formerly Super Stivy Boy. Sorry about all the times I said that in that recording. But Stivy Boy is a ROM hacker / vaporwave artist, and that's where I first knew him from, kind of, which is kind of weird. I found his channel, I think... You might have found my channel first. I knew you from the Central. You might have found my channel first, or I found yours. I can't remember. But before I even played your hack, I remember listening to all your music and thinking it was really cool. I still have that CD, the Ocean CD, that I bought from... what is that website called? Bandcamp or SoundCloud? I think it was Bandcamp. He has a bunch of Bandcamps with a bunch of, what the fuck? All my lights just came back on. Now that's just weird. Like, why would... The power is not out. Like, I can see my laptop's plugged in. It was charging the whole time. I'm sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked. That's fucking weird. I'm in a haunted basement, I'm pretty sure. Squiggy's Haunted Puzzle Basement, coming at you. So, yeah. I first found you through listening to your music, then played your hack. Your hacks are awesome. They remind me very much of the original Mario games. They're fun, they're easy to play, because they're not stressful. They're not, like, too easy where they're boring, but they're not stressful, and I really like them as, like, a chill hack. Not a lot of people do that difficulty, or do it well. Sometimes it's easy to make it boring if you go too far in that direction, but you held back a little on that to make it casual, but not, like, never boring, which I think is a really hard sweet spot to hit. So I really appreciate your hacks. They give me a great break from the more stressful hacks that people like to make, generally. And you make awesome music too. You can, if you ever listen to the new Super Stivy Boy series, or Stivy Boy series that I did on his ROM hack that I posted semi-recently, within the last 6 months, at the end of every episode is a little cut from his vaporwave music. So if you get to the end of the episode, listen to it, and if you like the song, go check out in the description, and it will link to the full song for you to listen to. I have a sweet spot for amateur musicians, because I am one myself as well. Amateur programmers, amateur musicians, amateur level designers. Those are my wheelhouse. Actually, amateur YouTube video makers too are all the people that I like. I really like, once I start to do something amateur style myself, I really get into the amateur style community. I'm not calling you an amateur on your music, but I'm saying like indie, not more than amateur. You know what I mean? Just like I wouldn't call people really amateur level. Amateur has like a negative connotation, but I don't mean it negatively. I just mean not professional is basically what I'm saying. Like not made by a studio anywhere. But anyways, we got to move forward. Next, we have the Glitchy Hand, another glitch video maker that showed me the mystical, magical information that Mario in Super Mario World has back pockets. He made this video called "What Mario's Backside Looks Like," and it's him pausing the screen. It's like 6 seconds, and it's him like a blurry camera on the screen. It's like he has pockets. I still remember it. It made me laugh so hard. I don't know why. It's just something silly, but that's my big glitchy hand memory, is learning that Mario's overalls have back pockets when you pause the game in Super Mario World. But yeah, you are also very supportive. You can see all the exclamation points. Yay, thank you. You're always nice to me, like, oh my god, you made 300 subscribers. You almost have 400, stuff like that. Like, I remember you leaving me a lot of those comments back in the day. And I've checked in, you stopped making videos, I think, for the most part, but you made them up till recently, so maybe you're not gone forever. Hopefully you're still in the YouTube spirit yourself. Next, we have Chocolate Cyanide, another one of my favorite friends. And I don't like to pick favorites, so I said that about a lot of people so far. But Chocolate Cyanide is another one that is just supremely nice and kind and always positive. It has something encouraging to say that, like, you wouldn't think it would make such a big difference, but it really does. Especially when you're doing something. I remember once I was starting a new series that I wasn't sure if people were gonna like, and you left a very complimentary, like, excited message about the new series and everything, and that really took some of the stress out of starting that, because it's a little weird sometimes. You don't want to make stuff like, it's just a YouTube channel. If I make a video and people don't like it, they just probably won't watch it. But I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a part of me that always wants to make stuff that people are gonna like. Obviously, it's the people pleaser in you. I do some things just for me. I'm not gonna lie. A couple videos are just for me, like the moving out video. That was just for me. But every once in a while, like, starting a new series is kind of nerve-wracking at first. Like, you don't know, are people gonna like this? Are people gonna hate it? Like, did I waste a bunch of time doing it? Are people gonna get pissed off and unsubscribe? You don't want any of that, obviously. Chocolate Cyanide was there to leave me some kind comments and let me know that he enjoyed the series, and that's all it takes. It's just knowing that one person liked it. Like, it really does, like, change the whole mood. It's weird. It's weird to be, like, insecure about that kind of stuff after so long of making videos, but it's just like, I think it comes with making any art. I think any artist is kind of a little insecure about, like, it, like, I'm not trying to say that YouTube videos are art, really, but it's like, in a more general sense, like, if you were to, like, write a song and share it with someone, you'd be a little nervous that they'd be like, oh, your singing sucks, oh, that guitar line is dumb, that kind of stuff like that. Like, any sort, like, you paint a picture, someone's like, that is the dumbest picture I've ever fucking seen in my life, I hate that picture. I don't know why you're hanging out with these terrible people. You probably should get better friends. But, like, there's a little thought of that anyways, and Chocolate Cyanide's there to quell that kind of thought, that one time for me, which really stands out. Also, we probably have the same taste in pretty much everything, which I don't say about very many people. There's some other people on the channel that I think that too, but Chocolate Cyanide, he recommends me stuff all the time. Like, one example, I think that I could name like 10 examples of stuff that you've recommended me that I've enjoyed, but the one that I've probably spent the most time on is when you showed me Awesome DOS games, which is something that I had heard about and watched a few videos on, like, way back, and then you reminded me of it, and I went to actually go check it out for real, and I probably spent like 500 hours watching Awesome DOS game videos. That's not even an exaggeration. I probably spent about, because I watched most of them, most of the 300 or 400 of them, and then I watched a lot of them again, because I'd leave it on and running all the time. Kind of like Ross's Game Dungeon, where it's one of the series I can watch over and over and over for some reason. I have a few series like that are kind of like The Office is to me on Netflix, that I could just always pop it on. I can always pop on Ross's Game Dungeon, Awesome DOS Games, a couple series like that are really well made and interesting. So yeah, that's far and away the full list of things that you've shown me over the years, but like I said, I have to kind of keep it short. Shout out to Chocolate Cyanide for your awesome taste and your positivity. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Now we have Soulja Boy. I made a ROM hack. It was made to make a streamer very angry. So Soulja Boy is, oh, is that supposed to be like Soulja Boy? Soldier Boy? I like that. That's not his original name. It was Matthew 2K originally, and he sent in the ROM hack Super Thal Hell, which was is my first troll ROM hack. It was made just to piss people off, and it actually worked. It was pretty infuriating to play at certain parts. Like, I never got mad. The light went off again. Am I angering the spirits? Oh my god, it's like thundering out. Stuff. What is it? There's like a rumbling in the distance and it's not raining. God damn, man, this is fucking weird. this is weird. Bumming me out, man. Just let me make my video. So, yeah, he sent in a video and I never got actually angry about it. The fuck is that noise? Oh my god, I gotta ignore all this or I'm gonna go fucking insane. I really feel like I'm being haunted right now. Oh, you think so too? Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna try and focus on the video. So yeah, he sent me a video that was meant to piss people off. I never got angry to the point where I was actually mad at the creator of the hack, but it did spark that trolly angriness. It was a nice balance, I think. Because I had a lot of fun playing it, but I was also like stressed out and frustrated. Like, you want to be in a troll hack, kind of. Like, I would never want to play a troll hack every day, but to play one on the channel was super fun. And I actually... Yeah, if anyone else has one and they're worried about sending it in, because I know some people do not react well to being sent stuff like that, I'll have a good humor about it. Just tell me in advance that it's a troll hack so I know what I'm getting into, and I judge you on that level rather than the level of you trying to make something good and enjoyable, because I will shut you down if I don't realize that. Anyway, sent me a really cool hack back in the day. I haven't really talked to him since, but thank you for sending that in, man. That was a very interesting experience. Next, we have Taiga Aisaka. Someone that still chats on the channel from time to time, but I remember most talking to you about this supercar actually and learning about it because it was really interesting. Like, if you look up the car that this person is talking about right now, it's like, yeah, aeromotive engineering. It looks like a plane on the ground. It's like so apparently you know your supercars really well. You came into that awful supercars video. That video, the best thing about it was the title music. Go in there, listen to the intro, listen to the title music, and then just shut it off because I'm terrible at playing that game. It was an embarrassment. Now the video, I mean, it was probably fine. The video was probably fine, but like I just remember doing really bad in that game. But yeah, you left me some interesting information about a supercar in the comments that I ended up looking up, and that is honestly what I remember most talking to you about because I still can picture that car. All right, so next we have Ebenezer Reyes, another person that I haven't seen in many years, but I still remember this comment here because it started with "fa," which I don't know if that's like a cultural thing or something like that, because I've never heard someone say "fa" I can't imagine, like, it kind of reminds me of like kind of thing, but I've never seen the F in front of it. Like, I don't know. I still think of this sometimes, which sounds funny because it's just one random comment from like 2 years ago, but I still think of the fa. I really do. Hey, you're the first one that got a heart, I think. Oh, nope, I'm a liar. If you go back a few, they got some hearts, but I guess this is when they introduced the heart system. But yeah, Ebenezer Reyes, another person that I unfortunately didn't get to know too well. Probably haven't talked to you in a couple years, but an early supporter nonetheless, so you deserve a shout out. Next is Mume Hozumi-chan. And if I didn't know any better, I would say Mume Hozumi-chan is behind my shoulder at all times looking at my computer screen. And that sounds creepy because it is. Now, this person, I think, has found me on more random videos throughout YouTube than anyone else. Other people have done it before, like Parmesan finds me sometimes randomly. I don't know how he'll find me on random video. He found me on a random video about like puppies once. He found me on a random Raocow video, stuff like that. Mume Hozumi-chan has found me probably on like 6 different videos, commenting in their comment sections, because I love leaving comments. I always leave comments if I have something to say. I think one of the best parts about YouTube is receiving a comment, because you get to talk to people, so I like to leave comments as well, because, I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to talk about, like, in the video, if you have something to talk about, and as a creator, it's fun to get them and talk to people. It's my favorite part about YouTube. It's what I think really sets it apart from TV and other forms of media. Even, like, yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of things that set it apart, such as being made by people in their bedroom, for the most part, but, you get the indie twist, but, like, also that direct commenting is something that I really like about YouTube because it allows you to just directly interact with the video. And it's cool, and directly interact with the creator of that video, which I think is very cool. So Mume Hoizumi-chan has found me on like Internet Comment Etiquette with Eric, Larry Bundy Jr., Raucow, like a bunch of different random videos. Like you're like, oh hey Squigs, hey what's up? And leave me some random comment. I'd be like, oh my god, small world. Like, and it gets smaller and smaller the more you can find. I don't know how. We must have the same exact taste in videos. Like, we have watched all the same videos for years, and now YouTube recommends us the same things at the same time. I think is what happened here. So yeah, me and Mume have pretty much Mume Hazumi-chan. I'm so bad with like pronunciating things. That's can't even pronunciate. That's whatever. I gotta move on to the next one. Next is Okay, next is Sumaru Doragon, which means small dragon, maybe? That means little Yoshi, I guess? I've always just thought, I cannot pronounce that word. I've never tried pronouncing it out loud. Pronouncing it. Sumaru Dragon. Sumaru Doragon is someone that we used to talk early about, like, this is again someone I haven't talked to probably in a couple years, but we used to talk a lot about Super Mario 64 speed runs. I remember that, and glitches, as you can see from this video too, but I remember specifically talking a lot about speed runs with him, or her, and yeah, I really, we didn't have too many conversations, like maybe 2 or 3, talked about speed runnings a few times, but yeah. Not too much more to say about that one because we really didn't get to connect too much. All right, next on the list we have Shad's Garbage. Now, Shad's Garbage has been as another longtime supporter. He has been in pretty much every one of my live streams. He leaves comments on tons of videos throughout the years. Just a really good supporter. He is the reason that Squiggy's Puzzle Basement is going on year to year. He is the one that reminded me of that live stream. It's been an excellent partnership between us. He is the official sponsor of Squiggy's Puzzle Basement and always will be because he's the only reason it existed for more than 1 year. I almost forgot to make the video for Squiggy's Puzzle Basement and I was streaming and Shad's Garbage is like, when are you going to come out with Squiggy's Puzzle Basement, huh? When's the next one coming out? And I was like, shit, I completely forgot. Like, he watched the one, they're supposed to come out every October 3rd or something, I said, like an October 3rd tradition. That series is so weird. But, yeah, so, like, he reminded me of it. It's the only reason that it still exists now. We will be having one this year. If I can find a basement to record and a puzzle to do, that's all it takes. And, yeah, Shad's Garbage, the official sponsor of Squiggy's Puzzle Basement. Now we have another special note. Ivan Morales, don't know you at all. You've left one comment, and it says, Holy Hedgehogs and Glitchy 5-Up. This is just a special shout-out because Holy Hedgehogs, much like the Fa, is something that has stuck with me throughout the years, and I think of Holy Hedgehogs sometimes in my head. So I don't really know you, Ivan Morales, but I wanted to give a shout-out to your amazing catchphrase, Holy Hedgehog. I love that saying. Still love it. I don't really use it, but I think about it sometimes. I might have, I don't know if I've ever actually exclaimed Holy Hedgehogs on my own, but I'll try and get one out there into the wild so that it can permeate throughout my circle of friends and grow as a phrase. Holy Hedgehogs. Oh, now we're on to another very special person, Welves Twingofurs. Now, Welves is 2 years old, a supporter, but feels like he's been with the channel the entire time. And I've probably talked to Welves about things more than anyone else on the channel, I'd say. We have so many long conversations. You see how this is like 5 or 6 comments long? That's such a short conversation for us. Normally there'll be like 20 back and forth. Maybe 20 is a little much. Like 10 back and forth, 15 or so. We just talk about we have a lot of the same interest when it comes to retro game collecting and stuff like that. Especially like the music. I feel like we really have like a similar taste in old video game music and a similar appreciation for it. I love the limitations that come with old video game music. I love going through it. If I can find a sweet NES track, I will bump that shit on my way to work. I'm that kind of person, and I feel like Wells is the same person. He's always sending me stuff, but he turned me on to Tim Follins, who is an amazing NES composer. Go listen to the Silver Surfer soundtrack if you want your mind blown. Also, the beginning, remember we talked about Solstice earlier? He did the intro music for Solstice, I think think that's true, which is another just amazing track for the NES that just doesn't, it feels like it's on the SNES. It's that good. Me and Wells have talked back and forth about so many different things throughout the year. He's been very nice to, oh my god, the lights are turning back on. Wells, is that you? Is that you, buddy? Oh, it's probably Mume Hazumi-chan haunting me from over my shoulder. I'm sorry. But yeah, we've gone back and forth, talked about so many things. He's done so many nice things for me. He sent me over super cool stuff. He's drawn me pixel art for the channel and stuff like that. He's just a really nice person. He's the first person to ever send me fan art, which is really freaking cool. Like, I can't tell you how cool that was to me to be sent. It's fan art of my icon, which you can see now. I'll show you now on screen, that he drew for me. And that's so cool to me. Like, someone actually drew fan art of my like, that's something that you would think of that happens to some YouTubers with like 1 million subscribers and stuff like that. So like that really, like I said, like just like I said, that anyone that sends me a ROM hack I find really special. Even if you're sending me a ROM hack, it was me as one of 100 people, I find it special because you chose me to show off your ROM hack. Just to draw art of me is like next level. Like, you sat down in your room and drew art just for my channel to show me. That is so cool to me. It really means a lot. It means a lot. It just means a lot that you cared enough to do something like that. And that's just one scenario. That's just one little piece of our long and colored relationship. Did I use that word right? Because I think colored usually means there's something negative in there. No, let's say colorful. Just, I don't know if I'm using that right either. What I'm trying to say is, Welves, you're a good friend. I've really enjoyed all of our conversations throughout the years. I hope that we never stop talking about old school video games and all the cool stuff that we love, because, you know, that, like I've said, that's my favorite part about YouTube. It's chatting, and when it comes to me and Welves, we just have a lot in common. So it's really easy to chat. And a lot of the stuff we have in common is the stuff that happens on the channel. Just a deep appreciation for these early video games and stuff like that. Anyways, Welves, shout out to you. You're a great guy, as I'm sure anyone that's talked to you knows. You also got some great new art in your icon there. Not your classic Welves drawing, but it changes every once in a while. I would love to keep going, but I gotta stick to this. How long is this freaking video so far? It's gonna be hours long by the time I'm done, so we gotta keep moving. Next we have Leaf Mario, and this is another one that I haven't really got to know you too well yet. We've talked a few times back and forth, but it wasn't anything too in-depth yet, and it was kind of a while back that we last chatted, I believe. But you always leave me really nice comments. I remember that. I remember that icon next to some nice comments all the time throughout the years. But it's just like we haven't got to know each other too well yet, I don't think. And I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm not sure if you're still around. But either way, shout out to you for your early support. I wish I could say a little more, but like I said, I don't think we had a chance to really get to know each other as well as we could have. Next, we have Akumi2. Akumi here, my other account got banned, LOL. Yep. So Akumi is a very special friend of the channel as well. He was the first person to ever send me a ROM hack to play, right? I saw his video on someone else's channel. I think maybe it was... Who was I watching at the time? I don't remember the name of the channel anymore. It was someone that God damn, that pisses me off because it's an actual big member of the hacking community, but I can't remember his name because I don't really watch too many of his videos. But either way, I saw his hack on someone else's channel. I commented on how I thought it was a really cool idea because his hack was learn Swedish. It taught you how to learn Swedish while you played the hack. I thought it was fucking brilliant. And he's like, hey, you want to play it on your channel then? And then he offered me the hack. He was the first person to actually send me a hack that I didn't have to go download off the internet to play, which was really, really cool experience to me, to be sent something by someone. Like I was saying, how much I appreciate it. The first time was just like, wow, someone actually thinks my videos are cool enough that they want to see their thing played on my channel. It's just it's an honor. Every time I'm sent something, it's an honor. But the first of the first always sticks with you. And Akumi, again, has been another great supporter. He's always in the comment video sections talking about like different videos. We've chatted back and forth about a lot of stuff. he's just a good friend. I mean, we've talked a lot throughout the years, and you disappeared for a little in there, and now you're back. And you might have noticed I played Learn Swedish again recently because he revamped the whole hack from scratch. We'll probably play it again when it gets done again, which is kind of cool. Like, it's kind of like a little blast from the past for me. It was very nostalgic to play through. And you know what? I still know Swedish. Et tvua tre fyr fem sex sju åtta nio. Yep. Skuldpadors and oost and vast and all those words that I still remember. As you can see, I always parrot off the same ones. I actually do know a lot of the ones that came up in that, like a pores for monkeys and stuff like that. I know like a lot of the weirder ones, but those are the ones I cannot tell you how many times I've counted to 10 in Swedish to impress people in real life now. I know a little Swedish. You know, I know a little Swedish. It comes up, which is again one of the coolest ideas from a hack. Very cool guy that has. You've actually recommended me some pretty interesting music too, which was kind of cool in our last live stream. So like we have a lot in common as well, and someone that I appreciate greatly because you have supported me from the very beginning of the channel, and you're probably one of the reasons that I'm still here. If I didn't get anyone that submitted hacks on their own, it might have eventually fizzled out because it was fun playing hacks off the central, but it's so much more rewarding to play a hack that someone sends to you, and you get that direct link with that person. You know what I mean? It's just so much cooler that way. So shout out to Akumi for being an early believer in the Squiggly channel and for just being a good friend. Next we have Mushroom378, another prolific hack creator that sent me 3 or 4 hacks. Yeah, he sent me at least a couple, a few of which I've played so far, and I think I still have one left to play, I believe. I'm a little bit backed up on the hack submissions now, and the videos haven't been coming out as quickly as I want them to. By the way, that's going to change after I finally get this freaking video done. It's been taking me way too long to put together, and I haven't been posting in the meantime because I want to do something for the 1,000 subscriber special, but hopefully we can start ramping it up a little bit after this. Now that we've hit 1,000, I feel like we really need to pump up the videos, and I say that a lot, but I'm really gonna try this time mostly because I feel bad about things like this. Mushroom378 sent me 3 or 4 hacks like 6 months ago maybe, and I played some of them, but I haven't even got through all of them yet. It's been like months and months and months. So one thing I remember mostly about your hacks is that they have awesome music, very cool music selection in them, and yeah, hopefully I'll get to those other ones soon. Next we have Football, which I know is not your original name. I just know it's not. I believe you were UK is the best. I'm almost positive. It was kind of hard to tell by the comments I was able to see, but I'm pretty sure your UK is the best, who is someone that has, again, like a longtime supporter of the channel. So if you are UK is the best, hello again, my friend. If you're not, I'm really sorry for confusing you, but I know your name wasn't originally Football when I first saw you, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when people change their name and didn't leave like a ton of comments and stuff like that. So either way, if your UK is the best, you are a very encouraging person, so I appreciate all of that. And if you're someone else that I've confused, then I'm a terrible, terrible person, and you should hate me. Next we have me Megamouth, who is someone that's left a bunch of comments throughout the years and still is pretty active, I think. But that was not your name. I think when I originally met you, your name was "Don't Sub to Me." I think it was something like that, like "Do not sub to me" or "Please don't sub to me" or something like that. Like I can't remember the exact way it was worded. But yeah, just another nice person that likes their ROM hacks, that posts on a lot of videos. That I hope to get to know a little bit better as well. A lot of the people that we're getting to now are some of the more recent subscribers, so we haven't talked as much as those that have been commenting for 3 years. You can see we're like only a year back now, which is still a long time, but like it's not the length of some of the other ones. So all I can say is that, yeah, I like your sense of humor. Some of your comments crack me up, and hopefully we get to chat more in the future. Okay, I really gotta accelerate this because I just took a look at the time. My recording's like well over an hour now. Hopefully I can cut some of the blank space out and stuff, like where I got a sip of water, but we gotta hustle. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to kind of go a little bit quicker on these next upcoming ones. So, One Up Dudes. One Up Dudes is weirdly someone that found my channel after. So, when I was starting out, people would send me hacks. But before that, I had to download them off the Central, like I said. So really early on, I downloaded one of One Up Dude's hacks called Super Quote Unquote Mario World. And it was awesome. Really cool hack. he created an entire new world where all the creatures were not like the original Super Mario World creatures anymore. Like Goshi, for example, instead of Yoshi. And like he redid all the sprites for all the creatures and made like his own little Mario world that fit the Mario theme, but had completely new creatures and landscapes and everything. Really, really cool hack. Highly recommend it. Super quote-unquote Mario World. But randomly I played that hack and I loved it, and I never uploaded it because people started sending me hacks to play, and I kind of just threw it on a hard drive. I had already recorded the whole thing because back in the day my recording was a little bit different, where I would record kind of ahead because my editing process was so like lengthy and bad that I would record a bunch and then try to edit a bunch. It would take me forever to edit, so like I couldn't keep up with the editing in my recording time, so I would release it all at once afterwards. I've since changed that to try to do like record then upload, because I think it's better that way, to just record and then instantly upload it, and then we can talk about it and it's not some old thing from the past. But a couple of these are on my hard drive now. Have been like these ancient like hacks that just sit there, and every once in a while I'll put one out if I can't, like I don't have time to record but I have a lot of time to edit. A lot of the times it's hard to edit these old hacks because of the process of like the way I recorded them makes it really hard to make the audio sound good, but I could still do it with a lot of like finagling and like hand manipulation of the waveform and stuff like that, which is a pain in the fucking ass. It's such a pain in the butt to do all this, but like I'll still do it sometimes when I don't have time to record. But his hack I did, and then he later stumbled upon the channel and started talking to me, and I was like, hey dude, I played your hack, I just never uploaded it. So I'm gonna upload it soon. I was actually planning on uploading like one of those old hacks soon, so I uploaded it again, and even though it was ancient, like it was just weird that he found my channel randomly after I had played his hack randomly. You know what I mean? So we will be playing Super quote-unquote Mario World 2 at some point, but I can't recommend Super quote-unquote Mario World enough. It's a fun adventure through a completely new world, and it's challenging, but not like frustrating. It's really well balanced. I think you'll have a lot of fun playing it if you want to check it out. All right, and next we have Kevin Master 15, someone that again, a newer subscriber, but someone that I've talked to hundreds of times by now. It's mostly you've been working out the details of doing your own ROM hack. As you can see, he posted in the Lunar Magic Tips episode number 1, asking me about like some things, and I said, hey, just let me know if there's anything you need. Actually, you see it at the bottom. I'm happy to help with anything. That comment chain went on for like 200 comments as we worked through all the levels of his hack. He built an entire hack from the beginning all the way to the end, and then he went back through it to redo it. I'm expecting one day to see this. Like, I've probably sent 500 messages to you between this account and your Oost Javelin second account kind of thing. You have like a few different accounts. Like, we've chatted so much about ROM hacks, and I literally cannot wait to see this hack when it finally comes out. It's been, like, just years of you hacking. You stream it sometimes. I have still never caught your stream somehow. I see all the time it'll appear like a stream is already over and, like, in your videos. Maybe not so much recently, but I can never catch you when you actually stream. I think you stream when I'm at work most of the time is the problem. I can't really watch streams from work. But one of these days I will catch your Lunar Magic stream and I can watch it live. But I actually don't want too many spoilers because I'd like to play through it clean, but it would be cool to see someone that streams the actual Lunar Magic process. Like, that's kind of cool to me, so I definitely jump in for some of that. Anyways, we got to keep pushing forward. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Jeez, really got to move. Next we have Useless Dude. Oh, another old school friend. Maybe not old school is the right. Another like good friend, I'd say. We've chatted a bunch throughout the comments and stuff like that. Started out talking a lot about Lunar Magic and Super Mario World hacking, but it's gone beyond that to real life. I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. We haven't chatted too recently, and the last time we chatted, well, I'm just gonna say I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Hopefully we can talk again soon. Oh, and now we have the 7 Superstars. So many good friends. Just going through this list just fills my heart. The 7 Superstars is another person that I got to know pretty well. We talk a little bit on Discord, kind of like about like a lot of like Sonic hacking stuff and things like that. And you got me into Sonic Mania, which I still haven't beaten, actually. I need to go back and beat that. I really want to check out the hacking scene for Sonic Mania, but I want to beat the original game first. You've also sent me some really cool hacks that I need to get to soon. like a Super Mario 1 hack, which I cannot freaking wait to play. I literally can't wait. And I can't wait to see your Super Mario World hack that you're working on too, either. You sent me that one. That one's already on the channel, the demo version of it, but you're going to redo it, I believe, yourself without the team that you were working with before. But I'm super excited to check out that Super Mario 1 hack. That'll probably be one of the next hacks that comes out on the channel, I think. I don't have my list in front of me to get the exact order, but I'm pretty sure that one's next, if not... I think it actually might be 2 away. 2 away from... No. I don't know. Either way, I'm super excited to play it. You've been a cool friend. I like chatting with you on Discord and stuff. And hopefully I'll get to see that new... Hopefully I'll get to first play the hack you sent me and get to see your new hack soon. Alright, next we have Single Serving Friends, which I, again, don't think is the original username of this person. You are my eye problem buddy. Yep, that's right. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I thought I was going blind for a while on the early videos, so there's a little bit of stress in there, a little bit of gray hairs falling out of the head in the middle of those videos, as I was stuck in the doctor's office for like a fucking year trying to figure out why my eye wasn't working right. My sinuses were all fucked up, my ears were all fucked up. It was just not a great time, but you had the same problem as well, and it's a weird thing to have in common, not the best thing to have in common, because I would not wish that hell on anyone. But I gotta say, it actually did help me a lot to know that someone else was experiencing the same thing, because I couldn't find anyone talking about this. I'm not gonna go into the whole details now, but like basically, the end result is, I think what was happening is my sinuses were swelling up and pushing on the back of my eye, which was defocusing it. And I had like this weird sinus problem that lasted like multiple years, and it would occasionally, when it got bad, make my vision blurry, and it was really scary at the time. It was really scary because it was kind of like I was not 100% sure I wasn't going to lose my vision completely in one of my eyes and become like Pirate Squigs for the rest of my freaking life. And it's still a little messed up, but it got way better. It turns out, to answer your question, I believe I reached out to you again on this, but to answer the question, I believe it was chronic sinusitis that caused it. Going to an ENT specialist and getting them to prescribe steroid nasal spray fixed it, but it took like a full year to kick in. Like, I had to do nasal spray like every day, multiple times a day for like a literal year. That's not even an exaggeration. I got an 11-month prescription of it, and I used up pretty much the entire thing. And then it started to go away. So it was a long-term shitty problem, but like, yeah, knowing that you had that same problem actually was strangely comforting, because I just couldn't find anyone talking about it online. And I'm like, what kind of weird degenerative eye disease do I have that only I have? None of my doctors knew what the fuck it was. Even my ENTs didn't really know, like the specialists, those are ear, nose, and throat specialists if you don't know. But like my regular doctors were completely dumbfounded. I'd go in like for an appointment every week, be like, still going blind, doc. He's like, still don't know what's going on, man. Like, oh, thanks. Well, here's $100. Thanks, doc. And eventually it got worked out. So really shitty part of my life. It wasn't really a shitty part of my life. It was just like I was still having a good time during that part of my life, but that part kind of like clouded everything up. So yeah, anyways, I didn't mean to go on a rant about that. Shout out to you, Single Serving Friends, for helping me get through it a little bit, and I really hope that that's gone better for you as well. I'm assuming it has because of the length of time since we've talked, but if not, try that steroid nasal spray out, man. It actually really did work for me. Next, we have Boom GFX. This is a person that pops in randomly from time to time, like just with like a little like a well wish here and there. Like you'll disappear for like a couple months maybe, and then like you'll pop into every video the second I upload it to say, hey, what's up? Nice, first, that kind of stuff, and like, hey, good video at the end, stuff like that. And you always, what I really like about you is you always stop by in the holidays and wish me happy holidays. You're like, oh, happy Thanksgiving, Squigs. Oh, happy Christmas, Squigs. Merry Christmas, Squigs. Stuff like that. Like, oh, yeah, I hope you're having a happy New Year, Squigs. It's just like, it's really nice of you to stop by and just wish like happy holidays to people and stuff like that. No one else really does that so consistently that I remember them for doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, you're like a little happy holiday wisher that I look forward to. I wonder when the next time you'll pop in is. Probably Thanksgiving. Not to say that you only comment during the holidays, but I bet you I get a happy Thanksgiving from you, which is, it's just nice. Now we have Areguma Alice Caruno, someone that has popped in to learn about hacking and has stayed around to like just chat a lot about hacking. Really, she sent me in. Super Araguma Mario World. I don't think there's a super. That's what was confusing. It's Araguma Mario World, which was a hack sent in with love from Malaysia. I remember that because I always like meeting people from around the world. And you're the only person that I know from Malaysia, which is kind of cool. So she sent that over. A really cool little hack that has the cutest player sprite I think I've ever seen. Little Alice Araguma, or whatever it is. I don't know who it's supposed to be. I think it's Araguma. I don't know if her full name is Araguma Alice Caruno in the game or not, or if it's just Araguma. Either way, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, actually, because I'm so bad with that kind of pronunciation. But anyways, we've chatted a lot. Hopefully things are going well with you, too. I know that you've had, like, quite a bit of problems with losing your computer and, like, renting one and then not being able to keep it and, like, trying to hack on your phone and losing your files. And hopefully everything's going well for you there, because I know that you really want to finish that hack, and I would love to see it finished, too. But you've been facing a few issues when it comes to having the hardware to do it, which I can sympathize with completely, because every time I get a new computer, it melts into a pile of ash and microchips and just stops working after a while. I'm again in need of a new computer. We will not get into that because we've really got to get through this. So shout out to you, Araguma. You're a great person. You always leave me nice, positive comments, and I enjoy talking to you. Next, we have Wheels and Friends, also known as Wheeled Justice when I first met him. The word you're looking for is theremin. Yeah, that's that weird instrument that you kind of play like you're a dancing wizard. It's just this weird freaking instrument. I love that instrument. Yeah, one of those two. Those.2 is not supposed to be a link, but whatever. Wheeled Justice is someone that I think found my channel through my commenting on his channel, which is a rare way to do it, I would say. Normally, most people, they find my channel first and then I go check out their channel. I do snoop on your channels, folks. I'm sorry. I just love, like I said, I love indie creators. And if you have interest in the things I make, you typically make things that are somewhat interesting to me. Not always, but sometimes they're in the same realm, at least enough that I enjoy. So I always go and check them out. Wheels, I did not check out that way. I found him through like a forum post or something like that. He does this great series called the Nintendo Journey, where he's going through every Nintendo game ever made. Reminds me kind of my series, and I really liked it. Like, it reminds me of the Squiggly 7, where I'm going through all the NES games, or the SNES First Level Quest, where I'm going through all the SNES games. I want to do one of those for every console at some point, and just keep expanding them outwards. But he had a similar series, and it was really good. Yeah, I haven't watched too much of it recently. The video's kind of slowed down a little bit recently, but it's a really good series. He's just a funny guy. He's got great insight, great edited videos. And he'd stop by here and he'd leave me some encouraging comments to boot. So just a good guy all around. Thank you, Wheels. Thanks for the support. I love your series. Hopefully, I'll see some more of that soon. All right, now we have German Giacomazi. God damn it, I'm so bad. German Giacomazi, I'm going to say. I know you as Kuriyami Akira. Now, this is the start of our Mega Man Maker audience coming in. So, he is Kuriyami Akira, or Gibboniggins, on Mega Man Maker. And he was one of the first people to send me levels to play, if not the first. I want to say that you were definitely within the first day of people submitting levels to me. I asked on a forum for people to submit their levels so I could have something to start the series off with, and you were right on there, and you have commented on every one of the Mega Man Maker videos with lots of interesting stuff, by the way. You have a lot of good insight when it comes to game design, and I like talking to you about that. And you also like a lot of old retro video games that I like, so that's kind of cool to talk about as well. But yeah, a very big supporter of the Mega Man Maker series, and just a cool guy to talk to. What is your icon of? I usually don't spend this long looking at like blown up versions of the icons. I'm looking through the comments that I'm showing you on screen, obviously, while I'm doing this. What the hell is that an icon of? I really could not tell you. But either way, I look forward to playing more of your levels in the future. I definitely have some backlog there. The Mega Man Maker backlog is huge compared to the ROM hacking, just because there's people send in more than one level a lot because they're easier to make or quicker to make. So hopefully it won't be too long until we get through the rest of the levels you sent me and I can start getting onto the new levels you sent me, which is, oh geez, I'm so backed up on everything. That's why I really need to up the amount of uploads a week, which I am going to try and stick to this time, folks. I really am. The 1,000 1,000 subscriber mark is a good time for change, I think. It's good, like it's like when you make a New Year's resolution, like it's easier to stick to it for some reason because it feels like you started at a milestone. Like I don't know why, but that kind of stuff is helpful to a degree. So hopefully we'll keep it moving forward. We'll have some more Kiriyami Akira levels up soon. So yeah, shout out to you, Kiriyami Akira. I'm only calling you that because I really can't pronounce German Giacomazi. Should I make an ass of myself again and try to say it? I don't think so. Probably not. Now we have Senexo. Senexo is someone that hasn't commented a whole lot yet. We've definitely talked back and forth a few times, but this comment right here is the one that I think of when I think of you every time. You make me want to eat purple pudding now. I have never seen or heard of purple pudding. I believe there's like purple lava in this hack or something, and that's why he mentioned it. He or she mentioned it, I should say. You make me want to eat purple pudding now. I looked it up. It looks really good. It's interesting. I'm nervous to call it good looking because it's weird. It's definitely, I don't think it's local to the United States because I've never heard of it. It could be local and I just don't know. I'm not like a food connoisseur or anything like that. I could definitely be out of my element here. But I've always wanted to try purple pudding since you left this comment, and I've been looking for it, but it has not come up in my life at all. So I guess maybe if I'm ever outside of my country, if I ever make it out of this goddamn country like I want to, I really want to do a little bit of exploring of the world at some point. But I'll have to try some purple pudding. And shout out to Senexo when I do that. Now we got D Prototype, another one of our Mega Man Maker supporters. So he sent me in a bunch of levels again, like the first day. I believe he was the first level I ever played. Yeah, I think Business Tower right here is the first Mega Man Maker level I ever played for the channel. I played a little bit of it, obviously, before I started doing the channel. I actually played quite a bit of it before I recorded anything for the channel. I actually recorded another series about Dr. Wily's challenge before. Yeah, that's right. I have like 4 or 5. No, maybe not that many. I at least have a couple episodes recorded of this series that I never released for Mega Man Maker, I'm just realizing. Because I ended up doing the viewer submissions instead. I was planning on doing a series similar to Super Mario World, Squiggly's ROM Hack Romp, where I played some from the Central first, like that I downloaded, and then showed them off. This was the one where you play, it's kind of like Mario's 100 life challenge or whatever from Mario Maker. They have one of those in Mega Man Maker. So I was playing runs of that. I just realized I never released that. They're just kind of sitting on a hard drive. Maybe we'll... Well, I mean, they're probably going to be awkward now because I was just learning how to play when I played them. But maybe we'll release that someday. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked again. D Prototype is someone that sent me in like some of the original levels that I've played. I think I still have a few more by you. I want to say at least I have two or three more to play by you. So I will get to those soon, hopefully. I wouldn't say that's someone that I've talked to a whole bunch yet. So I don't know. I guess I wouldn't say I know a whole bunch about you. But I will say that I've played your levels and they've all been fun so far at least. So hopefully we'll get to chat more in the future when more of those get uploaded. Next up on the list we have Aaron Morris, who only 8 months ago first stopped by the channel. We shared a few laughs and then you disappeared into the ether and I don't know where you went. You're one of those short-term like a firework burning out brightly in the sky. We got to know you, we shared a couple laughs, and then you were gone. But I treasure our time together, Aaron Morris, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Yeah, this is again someone that I didn't get to talk to too much, but that we did go back and forth a few times recently, but I just haven't seen you recently or got to know you too well yet. Next up, we have Graphite, another Mega Man Maker level maker, Mega Man Maker level maker, whatever. I don't know. Graphite also makes Mega Man Maker levels and has sent some in to play. I believe this is his, the Mine of Inferno. Yep, that's definitely him. Mines of Inferno. He makes great levels. Very visually appealing and challenging, but not frustrating. It's great game balance and great use of tiling to make like an interesting level. Also, you have a good analytical mind for game design that I agree with. I don't know if that's what makes it good or bad. Shouldn't be saying that. But I definitely agree with your decisions when it comes to like game design. And we talk a lot about like elements of levels that work or don't work. And I just appreciate your insight when it comes to that kind of stuff because there's like, I love to talk about that stuff. A lot of people don't like to go too in depth about it and like just analyze like why this jump placed at this position is good or bad. Like, some people might see that as a boring conversation. I can talk about that stuff all night, and Graphite seems to like to talk about that kind of stuff too, so it's good to have a friend. Next, we have Lucas Dukas, another one. I love your name, but another one that I haven't really talked to too much. But you always just jump in and ask me how my day's going. That's the one thing I remember about you, is like, you'll jump into a random video. We won't even talk about the video. You'll be like, hey, Squigs, how you doing today? I'm like, oh, well, thanks for asking, Lucas Dukas. I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm a little tired, but you know, if I wake up a bit, I'm looking forward to a good evening. How are you doing? So it's just like it's nice to have someone just ask about your day. You know what I mean? Like I love talking about the videos, love talking about the games, but like what stands out about Lucas Dukas is that he just cares about me as a person, which is just nice. It's just nice to have. But again, yeah, someone I haven't talked to too much yet, but a new friend. Now we have GameFox. That's GameFox in German, for the record. So this is another one that's kind of like a special shout out, because he's only posted a few times on the channel, but I post a lot on his channel. So I kind of included him here. He's played a lot of my Mega Man Maker levels on streams and stuff in the past. So I just wanted to thank him there. He's not one that's posted a ton here, and probably won't even see this, which is the main reason I'm trying to leave people like this out. So I won't waste too much time on it. But I just wanted to shout out to him because he was really cool. He played a lot of my levels, and he's got a great little Mega Man Maker community. A lot of which you'll probably see a few of them in the comments of this video as this goes on, as people on this video. But like, he's just got a great Mega Man Maker community around him. He's a very like Kaizo style player, so I don't make a lot of levels that are super exciting for him, I don't think. But he's nice enough to play them on stream anyways. And just a good guy. Although most of his videos now are in German, so I can't really watch them anymore. Unfortunately, he changed his name from GameFox to GameFox, and now I don't understand anything he says. He's always done German videos in the past, but now they're mostly German. Next, we have Richard Bowman. Richard Bowman is someone that's, again, like a recent subscriber, but very, like, comments a lot. Comments quite a lot on the videos. ROM hacker through and through. I think he has the same nostalgic attachment to Mario as I do, where it reminds him of childhood a little bit. I believe is what we've talked about in the past. Nice to go through all these hacks and stuff. And at one point, he wanted to learn Swedish so he could have his son play it instead of like the violent video games that he was playing now, like the shooter games and stuff. I'm curious, did you ever have your son try that? That is you, right? Yeah, that we were talking about that. I'm almost positive. Yeah. So I always thought that was kind of cool that like Akumi would make a hack to teach people Swedish, and then I would play it on my channel, and someone's kid might end up playing it to learn Swedish through, like, I didn't really do anything here. I'm more of a conduit, but like I indirectly may have taught a little kid how to say 1 through 9 in Swedish through the magic of Akumi's hacking power and the magic of YouTube bringing videos around the world to people, which I still don't understand how the hell that happens when I never advertise, but thank you all for showing up anyways. Yeah, so hopefully your son enjoyed that hack if you ended up playing it, and if not, hopefully I'll chat with you soon. Now we have Nicolas, I believe. I said Nicolas and Nicolas in the video. He said he was going to say his name in a video for me, and I don't know if you actually ever did that, because I still don't know how to pronounce it. But I want to say it's Nicolas now. I'm gonna settle on Nicolas. Nicolas is another person that has posted only a few times on the channel, but that I talk to a lot on his channel. He used to. He doesn't anymore, I don't think. I believe he's gotten out of the game for now. But he used to make a lot of Mega Man Maker videos, and I sent him so many of my levels to play and stuff like that throughout the years. And he's just another really good guy. I really like his videos. I don't know what it is about his just like his demeanor and his personality. I really enjoy watching his videos. I watch like every single one of his Mega Man Maker videos that comes out. And he's since gotten bored of the game and moved on to other things, so they're not really coming out anymore, which is fine. I understand, but it's a little bit. It leaves me with a little Nicolas-shaped hole in my heart that I just can't fill with anything else, man. I just really can't. But yeah, shout out to you. Thanks for playing all my levels and giving such great feedback that helped me to make even better levels in the future. Again, this is someone that I really agree with when it comes to the level design, like advice and decisions. Like I value it a lot because I think the same way, even if I don't always say it the same way. Like you'll say something and I'll be like, maybe I wouldn't have noticed that myself, but like when you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, I get it, I agree with it. And it's kind of hard to find people like that. So yeah, shout out to you, Nicholas. Now we have Flower Man, another, so many good friends on this channel. So Flower Man is someone I believe I might have found you for. I think actually I found you when you were Gear Man in the comment section of Nicholas's videos. I'm almost positive, and I went to your channel and you were playing hacks as well, and I sent you one of my levels and you played it way back in like when your channel was just starting, before you were even doing commentary. You were just putting like text on the screen, and you played through one of my my levels, which I thought was cool. And then you sent me one of yours, and I'm so backed up. I don't even think I've done it yet. I'm such a jerk. No, actually, yeah, okay. So I've done the first one that you've sent me, but I haven't done the next two, I believe. Oh, I'm such a jerk, because you've already played multiple levels of mine. But I'm just so behind on recording. I'm sorry. Again, I enjoy your videos. I appreciate you playing my hacks, and I look forward to playing your levels in the future. Now we have Bolt Greywing, another well-known name in the Mega Man Maker community. He makes a ton of levels, an absolute ton. He's on every Mega Man Maker channel. Like, there's like 10 videos of Bolt Greywing levels on like every Mega Man Maker creator's channel that I know of. Pretty much all of them. And he's just an incredibly prolific level creator. And you have like your own style, which I think is kind of cool. Like, I could probably tell if it was a Bolt Greywing level without even seeing who created it. You just have like a distinct style that's your own. And again, I'm really backed up on your levels too, but you've dropped me quite a lot. Look at these names though. Florina's Castle Part 2, The Great Squeaky, Aurelio's Magical Fun Time. Awesome. Awesome level naming conventions. Fun to play levels, and hopefully I'll get to play some more of yours soon. Alright, next up we got Asuha Chigusa-chan, number 08888. 08888. Yep, okay. This is another person that I really haven't got to know too well yet, but have left quite a few just generally positive comments that I'm happy to see. We haven't really got to know each other very well yet. You're a newer subscriber, and we've only chatted back and forth a couple times so far. So I'm hoping to get to know you a little bit better now, but a little bit better as time goes on. But for now, I just want to say shout out to you. Thanks for leaving all the kind comments, and hopefully we get to connect a little more as time goes on. All right, next we have Guru Analytic. Now, Guru Analytic is also a Mega Man Maker YouTuber, as you can see. Sent me in a bunch of levels. I think I'm very behind on playing yours as well, but that's going to be a common theme for Mega Man Maker because of how many submissions I got. I really did not expect to get that many submissions. But beyond just the Mega Man Maker end of it, what I really remember about you the most is the music you've suggested me. You have sent me some of the most far out, crazy ass, like fucking chaotic jazz mess that I love, called Naked City. Go listen to Naked City's first album. Holy crap, is that an album? It's just like, it's literally jazz plus chaos combined into one album with just those concepts right there. You also sent me this really cool group that I can't remember the name of right now, that reminded me of a Japanese version of the Beatles, which I thought was really cool. You sent me quite a few things from now, but those two in particular I really, really remember. There's more I still have on my list that I haven't listened to yet. I believe I have some, I keep a list of media that I want to check out, like a movie list to check out that has Predator on it. Shout out to Rosie Maple. Music list that people send me to check out, and I don't always check them out right away, but every once in a while when I'm in the mood to explore new music, I'll go to that list and be like, oh, what do I got? And go listen to them. So I still got some more to check out from you. But oh my god, that Naked City album was so good. And it's good in a way that I don't think a lot of people would like it. Which is why I like it so much, because it's good specifically for me. I would say, not only me. I'm not trying to be like a music snob here. It's just not like the most digestible mainstream music, but it's really chaotic, and I like that in music. I like music that's all over the place. I like music that's very weird. I like music that makes me think I didn't know you could do that. I didn't think you could do that in music. Anything that gives me that impression, or oh my god, that's something brand new that I've never heard before, is instantly a like from me. So that's very, very cool. I still listen to it all the time. I throw it on and people are like, what the hell is this? Except for some of my friends that are like, this is the best album you've ever shown me. So it's it gets very divisive reviews, but I loved it. And so, yeah, thank you for all the music shout outs and stuff. And yeah, I guess that's that. Next, we got Hornet. And Hornet, it kind of falls under a blanket that a few people have been falling under recently. Always leaving me very nice comments like this. Like, great video, Squigs. I'm really enjoying these. Very positive, encouraging comments. But I haven't really got to talk to you too much yet. I think it's only because we're new friends. It's only 6 months ago that you first joined the channel. So we need some time, I guess, to get to know each other a little bit better before I can say too much about it. All I can say right now is that I really appreciate your kind support. Now we have Loggy Bros Gaming. We will make a hack called Super Squiggy World, just you wait. And so I did, and so did he. This was a Newer Wario Team. Newer Wario Team was his original name. Now he's Loggy Bros Gaming. He made a hack called Super Squiggy World, which is uploaded on the channel. He made it just for me, sent it in. That was really freaking cool. Like, people, I mean, at one point, LaFox had made a hack and sent it in just to me. But this was actually a Super Squiggy World hack themed around me. With those immortal words, tack an apple and eat it, that advice that I give to everyone. Just tack it, get a problem, just tack an apple and you eat it. A great hack, and I really gotta say, it was an honor to be sent something made specifically for me, with my name on it and everything. Like, that's just really freaking cool that you took time out of your life to make a hack and send it in just for me. Like, that's so cool to me. That's so cool to me, and it really does mean a lot. And it was just a demo to start out, and as far as I know, you're still working on the main version. I can't wait to play it, friend. Thank you so much for that. You really did make me feel like a professional YouTuber in that moment, to have like someone make me something. It's just like, it takes a lot of work to make a hack. It really does. And for someone to do it for you specifically, it's just really nice. So thank you for that. I can't thank you enough. It really was a cool moment in YouTube history. In my YouTube, it was a cool moment in my YouTube history or something. All right, next up we have T McPrime. Or should I say T-Money? I accidentally called him T-Money once, I think in a stream or something like that, maybe? Or like on the comments. I don't know. I still don't know why I called you T-Money. It's like a rap name for you, but it did happen. That was a thing that happened. So, yeah, you came originally, I think, for Super Mario World hacking, but then you seem to get really into the Mega Man Maker things as well, which is kind of cool. And I know that you have stuff to send me. I think I actually might already have it. I'm not 100% sure if you've sent it in already or if it's still on its way. I believe we went back and forth on it for a while, but I believe you actually sent me the levels. But like I said, I do them in order, so I really don't like check up on it until I need to, until I need the next hack. So I'm pretty sure you sent me the levels already. Either way, I'm looking forward to play your hack. We've talked a lot about it, and it should be exciting. Now we have Cyanesque111, another YouTuber that I found first and who later came to this channel, which is, again, like not the normal way that things happen. But yeah, Cyanesque111, he did a short, he had like 8 subs when I subbed to him, 9 subs or something like that. And he was doing a little Mega Man Maker series, and I was like, hey, you want to play one of my levels? It'd be kind of cool to see you play it. He played it. Ba-bang, it was awesome video. I really enjoy your videos. He sent me some of his to play. You may have seen Inside the Force Beams with Cyanesque111. But yeah, I really, another person that I just really enjoy watching the videos from their channel. Your videos are just very enjoyable. So like whenever you make something that is a game I'm interested in, like Mega Man Maker, I always watch it right away. So again, another small YouTuber you may not have heard of that could might have something you like on their channel. And just a very nice person, Cyanesque. You just really are. You always have a lot of positive things to say, and you just have a good attitude that I enjoy, like a good personality and attitude that I enjoy. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for playing my levels, and yeah, thanks for being a cool dude. Next up, we got Kroby. Kroby is another big MMM Mega Man Maker. He's not a YouTuber. Well, he does make Mega Man videos, but I wouldn't say that he makes too many Mega Man Maker videos. He makes mostly videos like top 8 Mega Man style stuff. But he does do a couple of Mega Man Maker videos as well, and he makes a lot of Mega Man Maker levels. They're actually really cool. I've seen quite a few of them played on GameFox's channel. They're really, really cool levels that are like super intricate, and I don't believe I've gotten a chance to play one on the channel yet. But that's another one that should be coming up soon because he's definitely sent this in, like you can see, 4 months ago. So like you should be pretty close to next on the list at this point, I would say. But again, like I can't tell without the list. My list system is complete mess too, but I kind of have a system that I know how to use. But either way, Kroby's a good guy. I'm very excited to start playing your levels on the channel because I think people will really enjoy them because they're very well made. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to see some of those soon. Next up, we have Burning Sticks. And Burning Sticks has sent me in a few levels as well under Top Vet, I believe is his MMM username. So you might have seen the necessary tools so far on this channel. I believe you sent me levels through a different source as well, not only through just YouTube. We might have met on a forum originally or something like that. Either way, you make really, really nice levels. That level was long, but the level I played so far, the necessary tools, was super long, but good. Which is, I only mentioned that it's super long and good because like it's really hard to make a level as long as the one you made it and have it be fun and interesting the whole way through. People run out of ideas, they stick too much on one theme, and it gets boring, or it just gets stressful and frustrating because you have to go back so far when you die. But you had a great balance between that level. I am super excited to play more of your levels is what I'm trying to say, because they were really well designed and in a way that I like to design levels myself, with a lot of different concepts mixed into one, or like defined sections, like with themed areas. Like you might have like a grappling hook section over here or like an ice section over there. And that's the kind of level design that I really like to do myself. So playing your levels are not only fun, also inspiring. So I'm looking forward to playing the necessary tools too, and whatever else you have sent me in by now. So hopefully we'll get to those pretty soon. Now we're up to Awesome Gun. Awesome Gun is, I think, mostly out of Awesome Gun, I think you make me laugh. That's what I think the most about you. You have a great sense of humor, and you're always cracking me up. And again, I feel like we just have a lot in common. I think we're both retro video game collectors, stuff like that. So we just have a lot to talk about in common. But the main thing I think about is your sense of humor, because you've left me quite a few funny comments throughout the months. And again, we're new friends, but you're definitely someone that posts a lot. We've had a lot of conversations back and forth, so I feel like I know you pretty well, even though it's only been 4 months since you first... I'm actually kind of surprised that the first thing you commented on was Super Squiggly World, because I always thought of you more as a Mega Man Maker watcher. You might just watch the channel in general, but I kind of thought that you came here for the Mega Man Maker, unless I'm confused right now, which it's kind of hard, but like I'm pretty sure that I've seen you on some Mega Man Maker videos at least, but I kind of thought that's what you originally came for. But here you are, first comment. These are the first comments people are leaving, if I didn't mention that already, which I'm sure you probably figured out. But yeah, it's on the Super Squiggy World hack that Luggy Bros Gaming made me, or Newer Warrior Team, what have you. Either way, Awesome Gun, I'm having a great time getting to know you. You seem like a really good person. You always make me laugh, and hopefully we will chat more in the future. Next up, we have the Maniac, and this is someone that I've probably only spoken to like twice. They barely hit the minimum comment count. We've talked a few times about Super Mario World hacks, but that's about it. But hey, I like Super Mario World hacks. You like Super Mario World hacks? Let's be friends. We can make it happen. So I'm sure we'll chat more as time goes on. But again, we're getting to the point of the list where most of the people are pretty new to the channel. Next, we have Ranimation YT, another person that has sent me Mega Man Maker levels that has an adorable freaking icon of... it's got a little creeper hood. Oh, that's so cute. Very adorable icon. Sent me a few Mega Man Maker levels, as you can see. But mostly, I remember that you wished me a safe and happy journey to my new house, which really was nice of you. On my new house video, I remember you left a nice little comment saying, like, wishing you a safe and happy journey to your house or something along those lines. I might be misquoting it a little bit, but the idea is there. So thank you for the well wishes. I'm having a good time here. And not looking forward to the next move, but we'll worry about that when it happens. All right, now we have, well, this is way out of order, but it's MaxXXX Takeover, who posted 9 months ago. I don't know how this one got so far out of line with the other ones, but this one should be way back. I'm not redoing this at this point, obviously. Sorry about that, Max XX Takeover. I know your name is Max Takeover, but I always have said Max XXX in the videos, so I'm going to continue to say that. He sent me something really cool, which is a Newgrounds Flash game. Now, I've always wanted to expand this channel to include all types of created content. It doesn't have to be ROM hacks. It doesn't have to be anything like that. I want to play stuff that is amateur designed gaming, right? Amateur level design is what I typically say when it comes to the ROM hacks, but like amateur game design is my thing. I really like doing it myself. Oh, my voice is starting to go. I've been talking for like 2 hours. But yeah. I really like amateur game design myself, and I kind of want to expand the channel beyond that. You saw, like, in the earlier part of this, you saw that I did a Super Mario Bros. X SMBX video, because I was hoping to have people submit those as well. So I really want to expand it to include all types of user-created gameplay of some sort. Like, anything that you can create that is something that can be played is something I'd like to showcase on this channel. So MaxXXX Takeover somehow knew this. I must have, maybe he heard it when I mentioned it in one of the videos or something, but he sent me a Flash game to play, which I think is really cool. And it was a super fun I actually got mad playing that Flash game, but it was so satisfying to beat. It was kind of like I think I compared it to I Want to Be the Boshi, where you just hate yourself, and then you beat it, and it feels so good. Oh my god. It was a fun game to play. Very hard to actually hit the 1,000,000 points. I suggest checking it out yourself. Just play it on Newgrounds if you want. It's called, well, you can see the link right there, but it's called Can You Get 1,000,000 Points? Very fun. Hopefully I see more. I don't know if you made any other games like that. Please send them in if you did, because I really would like to do some more stuff like that is just kind of like completely outside of the normal stuff that I do, but it's still like amateur created content, basically. Like I feel like it fits the theme of this channel really well, but it helps us do something a little bit, like shake it up a little bit. So this is a shout out to anyone actually that wants to shake it up a bit. Send me whatever you got out there. I will play it. If I don't own the game, I might even buy it to play the levels you made. That's how much I want to play your content. The only exception right now is Mario Maker, though. And I hate to say that because it's probably one of the most popular ones, but I just do not have the console to play it on. And I'm not going to buy a Switch. I will buy any game on Steam, probably, to check it out, especially if it has a level designing engine on it, because if it has a level designing engine on it, I'm going to want to own it anyways. But, yeah, I can't buy a Switch right now. So anything else, you just let me know. Next up, we have Waffle Doctor 87. Now, Waffle Doctor 87 is actually what I was thinking of when I was saying that the Super Mario Bros. 1 hack that was sent to me is 2 away, because Waffle Doctor 87, I believe his hack is up next on the list. He sent me Mario's Quest for the Water a while before this comment. He sent it to me on a different form, but he sent me a hack to play. I, again, don't really know him too well yet. Yeah, we haven't really chatted too much, just a couple times on the channel, but we'll be chatting more, I'm sure, once his hack comes out soon, and we have a lot to talk about. But up until right now, I don't know you very well yet, but I'm happy to have you here, and I can't wait to play your hack. And here we are, folks. We have reached the final person on this list. And it's, again, kind of a special shout-out. Someone that hasn't posted a lot. I've had entire playthroughs marred by the accursed mute, so I know your pain. Dr. Novocaine is someone that I have been watching for, like, as long as I've been doing YouTube, maybe a little less. I believe I found him through Parmesan, actually. Through Parmesan, I found Dr. Novocaine. He does Mega Man Maker videos. He's the one that introduced me to Mega Man Maker indirectly. Like, I don't think he knew he did it, but him making those videos... Well, Parmesan is the one that told me about it. Parmesan told me about Mega Man Maker, but he's the one where I first started watching a Mega Man Maker series and really getting into it. Once I started making levels of my own, I started watching his series and learning about all the different mechanics and stuff. So he was like the birth of the Mega Man Maker series in my heart, I should say. Like, he basically, he gave me the inspiration and idea to do the series of my own. Yeah, and without, like, watching that thing, it might not have ever blossomed into its own little series. So this is another person that I watch way more videos of his than he watches of mine, but I really like his videos. I think he's a great guy. He's just got, like, a really good personality. Again, I always enjoy every video that I watch. And it was really exciting to see him post on the channel. after so many years of watching him, he just stumbled along here one day, because he also plays Super Mario World ROM hacks too, which I love. So his channel is basically made for me. It's old video games, Super Mario World ROM hacks, and Mega Man Maker videos, which is everything that I play and watch myself. So yeah, shout out to Dr. Novocaine. And that brings us to the end of our list, folks. Oh my god, for 2 hours I've been talking. My voice is all messed up right now. Sorry I got a little weak at the end. Sorry if I kind of rushed a few of them at the end too. Like I didn't rush any of them, I don't think, but I didn't give like maybe the full like 5-minute rant that I would like to give for each person. Like there's so much to encapsulate. It's hard to do it on the spot like this and to keep it concise. And hopefully that was good enough for everyone that saw their name come up. I really just wanted to do a little shout out to all of you, because like you are what YouTube is for me. Like making videos is fun. It's fun to do stuff, and I feel like there's some merit to making the videos outside of them being watched even, like, because it's fun for me. It's a little creative exercise. I get to learn how to do different things like video editing and things like that. But what it comes down to is I get to make videos because people like you like to watch them. And it really, I can't tell you how much that means to me. I really can't tell you how much the positive support from all of you means to me. Is made, I believe I talked about this at the beginning of the video, but that was hours ago. Who the hell remembers? But like I said, like it's made such a positive impact on my life. I'm a confident person now. I believe in myself creatively, and I just feel good. I feel really good about being able to make something and give it to all of you, and that you can enjoy it and we can all come together and talk about it. Like it's just become such an important part of my life that just a random whim one day to make a video because my roommates were on a cruise just turned into this extremely rewarding part of my life that I would not change for anything. I wouldn't change a single minute of my YouTube experience. I wouldn't change a single one of you subscribers. Everyone that I've talked to on this channel, like I said earlier, has been just such a positive and kind person, and you all really believe in me and you support me, and like you leave me all these nice comments, and it means so much. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone that's watched the videos. Here's to 1,000 subscribers. Here's to 1,000 more. I'll be making videos for the next 40 years. So you can check in 40 years when I have 2,600 subscribers. So slow. But I probably will do this for the rest of my life to some degree, even if it might get like more intense and less intense over time. I have a feeling I'm going to be making YouTube videos until I'm into my 50s. So I really hope to see all you here sometime. Check back sometime. If it's been like 5 years and you think about an old Squigs video, check back and say hi, because I will remember you and I will miss you. I'm almost positive. Unless you're an asshole, which no one has been yet. So if you're an asshole, you can leave. But other than that, all my nice friends, I really would like to just keep in touch and just like, I don't know, I just want to thank you. That's basically what it comes down to. I want to thank you. Hopefully we can find some, I've been like cooking up some ideas for what we can do now that we got a big community here. I'm thinking maybe we can find some fun stuff to do together as a community, which would be kind of cool. Like it's already kind of like we do stuff together because you send me stuff and I play it, but I'd like to do some direct interaction kind of stuff. I've got some ideas for the future, folks. If you have any ideas about that kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. If you want to chat, as always, just let me know down in the comments. Come say hi. I would love to talk to you all. And yeah, it's just a very good day, friends. 1,000 subs. We made it. We made it to the big 1000. The Squiggy Oak has fully bloomed and is towering over the YouTube landscape. Oh my god. Alright, I could go on like this forever. So, yeah, more to come on those fun things that we can do together as a channel. And one more time, thank you all for joining me. If you're still listening, you're an amazing friend, because I don't even know how long this video is. I need to go grab a sandwich. I'm so hungry. I'm sitting in this haunted basement, and I'm gonna get out of here. But the lights have turned on. Like I didn't want to mention anymore because I'm actually legitimately afraid of pissing off spirits that live in my basement. But the lights keep turning on and off, and weird noises keep coming. So I'm gonna leave this haunted basement. I'm gonna go grab a sandwich, and I'm gonna spend the 2 hours that I need to actually edit this video together. And yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you all soon, friends. We'll be back soon with another video, and thank you so much for stopping in. Take it easy, my friends.